last week I posted about Nate, who just hired a digital marketing coordinator, as we call DMC. And since then, I had a bunch of people reach out to me by email and DM asking more about the position itself, what it is, and then asking if I actually had a job description that they could take a look at. So long story short, if you want a copy of that job description, let me know. Be happy to share that with you as well. If not, no big deal. But let me just give you kind of the high level of what a DMC actually does. So DMC stands for Digital Marketing Coordinator, and they are a client-facing role. Their main job is to be the liaison between the client and the project team that actually does any of the work. In some cases, that's them doing some of the work. In some cases, it might be the agency owner still holding on to some of that work, depending on the size of the agency. But in most cases, the DMC is going to be interfacing with potentially third-party partners who are actually delivering the work. So as an example, let's say that you sold pay-per-click management. Right now, you are helping, say, a local business with their pay-per-click ads. The DMC's role is to meet with that client, be their main point of contact, get them onboarded, making sure they get their reports, answering their questions, guiding a little bit of the strategy, but mostly what they're doing is they're taking that information and then they're working with somebody else that's actually the ones inside of Google Ad Manager, setting up the ads, writing the ads, making adjustments, actually running the reports. Because the reality is finding someone who can deliver that aspect, the management of the ads themselves, can be found relatively inexpensively. But many times those people aren't people that are on your team that you're going to then put directly in contact with the client. So the DMC is someone that's generally employed by or directly with the agency, and then they're interfacing with those other teams. This is what creates a lot of leverage there. So think of them as kind of like a project manager, because they don't have to be an expert in the thing that they're managing. That's something where you can find someone who's like really organized, really just a good person, a people person, and they don't have to have a lot of deep digital marketing experience or knowledge, because they're relying on these partners to actually deliver that. And if we need to bring in that partner to have that conversation with the client, if there's something that's kind of past their level of experience, like that's an option too. This is something, because they're not an expert, you're not paying expert prices for that person to be on your staff. You're paying someone who is a good project manager, a good coordinator, and that's something that's been like a shift in our agency. So if this is sounds interesting, but you're not sure how it works, what I'd encourage you to do, let me know. I'll give you a copy of the description, and then I think a lot of it will click. And if you've got questions about how that works after you see it, let me know. Be happy to answer your questions. But DMCs are a key role in our agency. It's something that we have been able to scale the amount of service that we provide by making the client-facing person handle that project, working with what we call leverage service partners to actually deliver a lot of the work. We get to control the quality, the timing, and be able to scale without having the overhead of having all those people on the team. So it's a cool model. You should definitely check it out, and let me know if you want a copy of that description.